It was a race of attrition for those who competed in the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix for the second round at Misano, with Maverick Vinales named as the 6th different winner of the wild and wonderful 2020 MotoGP season. For some, like Vinales and Pol Espargaro, it was a race to prove their grit and a chance for them to dig their teeth into the Italian circuit. For others, it was a weekend to fast forget. Here are our winners and losers from the latest Misano round. Maverick Vinales finally grabbed his first win of the season after a late crash for leader Pecco Bagnaia. It was a much-needed win for the Spaniard, who has struggled to transfer his blistering qualifying pace onto race day. Indeed, it seems a change in approach to setup assisted Vinales in an overall stronger race package for Sunday. A heartbreaking crash for Bagnaia just as he looked to take his maiden win gifted Vinales, who took full advantage of his fortune, something he hasn't had much of recently, to bring it home for a much-needed boost of a win. Vinales now sits level with Fabio Quartararo in the championship table, and is a mere point behind Ducati's Andrea Dovizioso. Whether he can continue to hold his own in the following races remains to be seen. Joan Mir continued his run to resurgence after starting 11th on the grid and finishing in 2nd, further solidifying his 4th place in the championship and putting him just 4 points behind leader Dovi. The battle for 2nd place in the Grand Prix raged in the final laps as Pol Espargaro's soft rear tyre began to dwindle as Fabio Quartararo veered closer and closer. A flying Mir was determined to continue his podium run as he closed in on the two riders, chasing up the inside of Quartararo and his Petronas Yamaha at turn 1, and repeated the feat on Espargaro on the next lap as he stormed past for 2nd at turn 4. This is now Mir's 4th straight top 4 finish as he continues his incredible form into his 2020 campaign. Could he use his underdog status to swoop in for the title this year? Despite the soon-to-be leaving Andrea Dovizioso holding on to a 1-point lead in the championship battle, the factory Ducati team experienced more Misano misery on the weekend. An 8th place finish for Dovi and a 10th place finish for Danilo Petrucci represented their low-key affair of races for the Italian team, who have struggled to unlock the pace of their ailing Ducati machinery. Pecco Bagnaia can also add his name to the loser category for Ducati, despite being on the much speedier Pramac. Bagnaia was the only rider with the Italian engine to look to have the pace, but truthfully was struggling on worn tyres prior to his crash out of the Grand Prix. It is a testament to how wild the 2020 MotoGP season has been that the unemployed Dovi still holds on to a 1-point lead over his fellow rivals in the championship. It was an unfortunate end for Valentino Rossi at his home Grand Prix, who found himself crashing on lap 2 of the race and subsequently retiring to the pit lane. The legendary rider now sits 9th in the standings, a disappointing position in a season where he could be capitalising on with Marc Marquez out of the picture. Rossi has been struggling with grip issues, and although he felt Yamaha had made an important step forward with his bike on Saturday, the feeling subsequently disappeared come race day. As the season continues to open up with now 6 different winners, now could be the perfect time for Rossi to shine and add another win to his collection. With only 27 points now separating 1st and 10th in the championship and a race in Barcelona next weekend, the 2020 title race continues to be wide open. Who is your biggest winner and loser from the Emilia Romagna GP? More importantly, who do you think will win the title? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to Crash MotoGP.